Hi, my name's Zeke, KJ7NLL. Before we begin, I'd like to thank Chris at Qorvo for sending me this awesome hat. Thanks Chris for sending me this hat, and I hope all you guys at Qorvo are doing great. All right, so last time on Microwave Office, we used ideal components for the optimization. This time, we're going to use S2P component models, which are better than ideals because let's say you were optimizing with ideals and the optimizer told you needed a 3.141592654 picofarad capacitor. Well, it's not like you're gonna just be able to buy that. S2Ps give you solid numbers. Okay, so now we're just going to go data files, import data file, and we're going to go to Touchstone, Coilcraft. This is all the CDing that we did, 0402DC. Then we're going to do and find MDF, MDIF, find this, and open. Generalized endport, okay. Now we can do Control K. This would normally be used for subcircuits, but in this case it can also be used for data files. So here we go. Now as you can see here, we have a nice little pull down of sorted capacitances. So there are only inductances. So as you can see, they're all sorted by the nanohenries that they are here, and there are 111 possibilities for this stuff here, for all these S2Ps. So an MDF has S2Ps inside of it, as we can see here. We have it all saved for the tutorial in here. And port, okay. Now we can Control K in another GQM. This is going to be the capacitor. So now we're going to Properties, Symbol, and we're going to click in here and type C to get down to the capacitors, and then choose one that isn't too bad. Let's just choose the chip cap down here. There. All right, and for the inductor, what I like to do for the inductor is click in here, type I, go down, and we look for an inductor. Here are the inductors, and we're just going to choose this one because it's nice and easy, or this one actually. Okay, so now we are going to create the same thing that we did last time with ideal components, but this time it's going to be with S2Ps. So here we go. So this is going to be turned 90, like so. This is going to be connected very close to the capacitor here. And then we're going to copy paste and rotate it to here. We can zoom in a bit. And then we'll copy paste our big old capacitor and put a wire here and ground the bottom. All right, now there's one more thing that we need to import. Import data file. As I said in the tutorial, everything is already in here. So all we need to do is find our amplifier, which is the Qorvo QPL9547 ultra low noise wideband amplifier. Yeah. So here we go, and we're finding the QPL9547. It's not an NDF, it's a S2P. Here. And open. There it is. It's complaining about the dashes in the name and turning them into underscores. It doesn't matter for what we're doing, but we can say okay anyway. So now Control K, QPL, and change its symbol, and find a amplifier. It's actually what we want. Okay, so, and the reason I just imported that is because that's the next thing to do here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is find this a little closer and go to Control-C, Control-Z, right click, and click. Now we will add a ground, add a wire, and then we're going to also copy paste this and do right here. Alright, so now we are just going to go and do this with a port on the ends, over here, and over here. Control right click will flip, and shift click will add a wire. Now home will fit the whole thing on the screen, and we can move that down. Okay, now copy paste the inductor and put it above the capacitor. Now we're going to copy paste this, right click it to sideways, and put it right here. Move the text out of the way and ground the end here. Now, just for reference, this doesn't do anything, but just for reference, we're going to add a DC. Yes! The DC voltage source, this is where our power is going to come from. In the real life, this would be a power supply, but it doesn't do anything in the in Microwave Office for the S2Ps. It will be 5 volts, even though it doesn't do anything, it's just a reference. And a capacitor above it. This one's just going to be 1 microfarad, so we can just type cap. And this will be 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now we're going to do boom, and that's it. So now we are going to do add optimizer, add a graph, new graph. Just going to do create and add a measurement, 11 dB. Okay. Yes. Change this. Properties. Can also double click. Change all sources to schematic 1. Okay. And it actually tells you the source here, right there. So we're just gonna move this over and right click, add new measurement, schematic 1, S21 this time though, and F8. This isn't gonna look so good right now, but here are numbers. Yeah, it's horrible. Yep. Alright, so now what we need to do is add some optimizer goals. Well, first, let's get our starting frequency is good. So 0.14 to 0.148 because we're in gigahertz, so we want megahertz. Is 2 meter band, and step 0.01. Apply. Fine. 0.001. Apply. We can even do another 0 here. And another 0. It's gonna optimize pretty fast. I mean, simulations are going to go pretty fast anyway. So, optimizer gold at optimizer goal, and 1 is going to be less than, and negative 30. That's what we want. Okay. Optimizer goal. Add optimizer goal. 2, 1 greater than 20 or 30. Let's just give it a little push. 30. And yep, here we go. So now let's go to F7. Here. Go. Oh, well, let's optimize things. So F6. And okay, so we're going to sort by our parameter. We're not going to optimize the 1 microfarad. We are going to optimize all of these CPFs and add just add all of these CPFs and the nanohenries here. And yep, there we go. Now we're just going to go to the optimizer, go to discrete local search. And discrete local search is really good with discrete. I mean, kind of makes sense, right? It's got it in its name anyway. So let's set this to, let's set this to 3 and start. There we go. Oh, it's getting better. Oh, let's actually show you the graph while we start it. Window tile. We don't need this, and we don't need that. Window tile vertical, and start. It's going to get very good very fast, as you can see here. Our graph is getting way better. There it goes, getting way down there. Might even converge, although I'm not so sure. It's getting way better though, actually, way better. Discrete local search usually does a good job, so I'm going to pause here and show you when it's done. Just made some progress. Alright, so it finished, and this is the best result that it thinks we can get. Not too bad. Not too bad. In this video, we made, well, we didn't exactly make, but we used S2Ps and MDFs to make a circuit and optimize it with discrete local search. In the next video, I will be making, showing you how to make MDFs, and the source code for that will be on my GitHub at the time of publishing this video. Also, stay tuned for the video after that when I show you a trick for doing simplex optimizations. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a great day.